I'm Jennifer Angel. This is my horoscope forecast for you, Pisces, for the week of August the 29th. So there's a lot of activity going on right opposite your sign. This is your area of love and romance. So things can really start to heat up. It's the area of relationships, but more particularly intimate relationships. But let's see how there are other interactions in other areas of your chart. So let's see how that works out. Then we do have a new moon solar eclipse this week. So in this area of your chart, the 1st of September. So it's an indication of something new that can start, or you can renew a relationship, but it's certainly an indication of a new start in some way. And so keep an open mind and an open heart, and embrace what what comes next. All right, because it could be. As I said, you can renew or reconnect or start something totally new. So whatever, it's got a really nice feel about it. Particularly as Venus is in there earlier in the week, it's going to move out. But right at the start of the week, Venus has a connection with Jupiter, so that opens the gateway to have a deep and meaningful discussion with someone and really reveal to them how you feel, and it gives you an option and an opportunity to make some arrangements or some decisions. Okay, now at the same time, Mercury is going to go retrograde, so even though there's a lot of positive energy here, Jupiter, the planet of abundance and expansion, is in this area as well. We do have that slight pullback with Mercury going retrograde, and this week particularly is the most unsettling, confusing time, because as a planet goes in or out of a retrograde transit, it goes through what's called the storm part of that transit. That sort of says it all, doesn't it? So it can be quite emotional this week. So we've got the moon energy and Mercury going retrograde. So my advice for you, Pisces, is to just keep it as real and true and open and honest as you can. Okay, and once you do that, then really, who can argue with that? And then you also know that you've done the best that you can to avoid any confusion. But when emotions are intense, it really can move things, and it lets not only someone else know, but it lets you know how you feel about someone, which can sort of be surprising. You can surprise yourself sometimes with the depth of your feeling. Now, Venus will make a move and move into your solar 8th house. This is going to be very good for connections, more on a business level, although the 8th house is really about the boardroom and the bedroom. Okay, so it's very romantic for relationships as well, and you can have like a great physical connection there, so which is nice. And Jupiter is going to move into this area of your chart in another week and a half, and we'll talk more about that when the time comes. Not far, next week, I guess, or the week after. Now, we do have two aspects with the Sun this week. One is with Neptune, which is your ruling planet in your sign. So we've got the Sun and Neptune. So, when you try to get in touch with your feelings, try to, in this relationship area, try to let somebody know exactly how you feel and where you stand. There is, with the Sun and Neptune, there is going to be a desire to maybe, take a step back. I think is what I'm trying to say, is take a step back and have a little bit of a cool off, particularly as Mercury is retrograde. Try not to do that. Try to sort of push through it, okay? And then we have the Sun in a square to Saturn. Now Saturn sits in your career zone, so it's not all about love and romance this week, but a situation from the past can come up around your career with somebody, and you're going to have to deal with that, okay? Or it could be perhaps even like a bit of a power play going on. So there's quite a lot happening this week. And then right at the end of the week, we've got Jupiter, which is your co-ruler too, by the way, and Mercury, which is retrograde, in a conjunction. So this sort of opens the door. If you do have a little bit of a pullback, it's like, you know, it opens the door for you to just like feel it and keep moving through. But you want to see a situation for what it is, okay? Try not to get involved with trying to change someone. It never really works. And it's a lesson in unconditional love and loving somebody for who they are, and to seeing the good points and not laboring on the other points. Easier said than done, I know. Anyway, I hope something amazing happens for you during this time. It certainly can. Please let me know. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next week.